Okay, so you're doing git pull, right? So,
yeah, I just did a git pull, so that's done.
Yeah, a couple new things in there.
Visual Studio. It's a fancy splash screen.
Yeah, yeah. So you haven't tried to compile it yet or anything,
No,
right?
I have no idea where to start for that.
Okay. So actually, if you go into the Win64 directory there,
yeah,
and then open up OpenSees.exe, that's like the main project file.
okay.
So you could open it. You could open it here from with Visual Studio, or when it asks you to
open a project right here.
When it says open, go into that
164 right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it has all these like sub projects that it'll load in, like element, material, analysis, recorders. I mean, there's like 25 or so different sub projects. Yeah, they're there. And the first time it may take a little bit of time for them to load in, but
yeah. No, I don't think I need that.
Well,
do I? I just installed the base level.
Yeah. MSVC Clang. You might need those. So you installed the community version?
I just installed the community version, just the basic. And I was able to open up the files, so I thought that was enough, but clearly it's not. So
is it? Yeah, I think the MS build and MSVC is probably what it's looking for. Extra libraries and things. So let's see if it'll build, right? So right click on OpenSees on the right under solution.
Right here?
Yeah, and do build. Just see what happens. Right? So it should start building all the other projects. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll
so
expand the output here.
It'll link compile the other projects.
So is it compiling it to just an executable?
Well, it's making a lot of like object files, and then at the end it'll like link them all together, and then give you executable. But it looks like, just from what's scrolling by, you have cannot open include file tickle.h, which this is a pretty common one. So
is that something that needs to be on my computer? It's not included in the source directory.
Yeah. So when you installed Tickle, did you include all the like headers and library files? I think there's usually like a button.
Well, so my local installation of Tickle is under active state Tickle. I have version 8.10, so I don't know if maybe it's looking in a different location, like looking under program files Tickle.
Yeah, so it's looking under C program files Tickle.
Okay, that's not where I have it installed.
Okay,
so,
all right. So then we can, well, let's see where you have it while it's going through all this.
Yeah, I can open that up here. I'm just different.
No, this is a pretty common.
It is actually when you install it from active Tickle now, it'll default to this. So.
Oh, it doesn't go into program files anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so in an include, is there tickle.h? Okay.
Yeah, right there.
All right, so that's what C active Tickle / include, right?
So if I do this installation, it will install with this version of Tickle.
What do you mean?
So it's accessing my Tickle libraries and files in my installation of Tickle, correct?
Yeah, it's so the Visual Studio project's looking for these include and library files.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
that's really handy. Because I know that the version of Tickle that's on the current executable on the OpenSees website and the version of Tickle that is available for installation from Active Tickle, they're not the same.
Yeah, you said 8.10, right?
Actually, I think
It's probably
no. I think
looking for
it's the other way around. I
8.6.
think here, hold up. Oh, it's 8.6. I think it's 8.6.10
maybe. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then, because if I just open up Tickle sh, yeah. So the OpenSees one is requiring 8.6.10.
Okay.
But the Active Tickle version is 8.6.9 currently. That's just the way it is right now.
Okay. So if you go into back in Explorer,
Sure.
go up a direct
Oh,
or not,
sorry.
sorry, yeah. So go up and then go into lib.
Mhm.
And then scroll down. Are there tickled lib files?
You talking about
It's
Tickle Lib 1.18 right here?
or go into tickle 8.6
Yeah, this one.
and then scroll down. Okay. All right. So there's no. I was seeing if there was like a tickle 8.6.9 or 8.6.10 lib file or something, but it's
No,
looks
I
like
think
it's
if
not.
you
Yeah.
open this up, hold up. Yeah, right here it says 8.6.10.
Okay.
So it might be. It must. Anyways,
Okay.
basically,
All right. Well,
it's
yeah.
not the
Let's.
same.
Okay.
Let's move on from that.
So let's go into back to Visual Studio.
Okay.
And then.
So
14
looks like
okay.
about half of it succeeded.
Yeah, and it's, okay, so go back over on the right and where you did the build before,
Yeah.
right click again and go to properties down at the bottom. Okay, and then where it says C++, here, I guess click general or preprocessor. It's been a while since I've done this, but oh no, not that one.
Language, maybe? No.
Let's maybe do all options. Oh, additional include directories. Okay, so click on that, and then you see where the pull down. Yeah. Let's do edit. Yeah. And I think you can, expand that out.
Okay.
And then scroll down. Somewhere you're going to see C program files tickle. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
So now change those to your C active state tickle.
Active tickle.
Or active tickle, and then active tickle include. Yeah.
Windows backslashes.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I just want to make sure that's. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So then.
So now
Let's
I
try to
should be able to
build it
rebuild
again. Yeah. And generally it's good to do build instead of rebuild.
Oh, can I stop it then?
Well, it's probably too late, but the rebuild like cleans everything out and then redoes everything. But build is just an incremental it'll only
yeah, it says
do,
cannot find Tickle.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think we have to
page.
change it in each project. So let's go to Element and do the
Oh,
same
boy.
properties. Yeah, I know.
Is there a way for me to?
Unfortunately, I don't think there's a
I'm just gonna try.
automated way to do it, but
I'm gonna try to edit properties of all projects. And my computer does not like this. All right. Common properties. Just seeing if there's anything in here.
Yeah.
Doesn't appear there is anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a pain. Okay, so you said go to Element, properties,
and then C, C++, and yeah, I think it was up at the top.
additional include directories. I wonder if I can
Yeah.
just find which one it is.
Oh, yeah.
Might be quicker. Actually, not really, because it's right there.
So I think you'll see in here it's also, yeah.
So, hold up. Active Tickle. Just gonna copy that. Okay.
Okay. So then how about if you stop the build?
How do I do that here?
I think go up to build.
Cancel.
Yeah, say cancel. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're going to try to just compile the element project. So right click and say build on that. And then, so we shouldn't get any errors about tickle.h, right? Although it looks like maybe some others. Yeah.
I mean, I'd imagine there's some errors that maybe I don't have to worry about, perhaps.
Yeah, like a lot of those warnings you don't have to worry about, but there are some errors I see, and it seems to be related to
get Rayleigh
damping forces, which again this is something that probably hasn't been updated lately, the project files.
Yeah, and I mean I didn't do a poll, so okay. This is the state of the project as of last week, so
okay.
I could do a poll.
Yeah, I don't think any of this has changed. I think it's more of a something in the project files is, although let's see. Yeah, why don't you do a poll just in case?
Yeah, you want to wait until this is done?
Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to wait. Yeah.
The pointers to go to program files /tickle.
Yeah.
Is that something that if I cloned the OpenSees source files onto mine, is that always going to show up there? Is that part of the source files?
Within the the project files, yeah. So it's just hard coded in there as C program files tickle, but then you changed it, you'll save it, and then it should just show up as a modified file whenever you do a git pull. But I mean, there might be conflicts when you
that's
if
a little
they
bit
get
what I'm worried about.
And then it's probably just best to just check it out fresh and then change the C active tickle include, just change that again. That's
Would it be
usually
easier for me to
easier.
just basically install my tickle in program files where it's expecting it to be?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that would be easier for sure.
I mean, I can do that right now. It's not a big issue.
Okay. Okay.
Just boom.
Well, is that gonna mess something else up?
I mean, I can deal with it later. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Just new folder. That's what it's looking for. So
Yeah.
I should probably do that.
So did you move it or did you copy it?
Oh, looks like I moved it.
Yeah, you probably want to leave it there for other things, right?
Yeah. Well, then I guess I'll just do a copy. No
Then
problem.
go back to elements and
Yeah.
hit build again.
Should I should I change it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it remembers where you were. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Edit. Yeah, let's just change this back to program files. / tickle / include. And then do the same for this one. Okay.
Okay, so let's do build on element again. Yeah. Oh, it might be
errors.
It might be redoing it because we changed the settings. But I think if you do like well, sometimes if you just do build, like it won't show you all the errors or warnings from the previous build. It's just to cut down on the output. But okay, so let's while that's going on the element project, do the pull down, the little triangle, yeah.
Sure.
And then go to zero length down at the bottom.
Zero length. Okay.
And then open up zero length.h.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's make that one bigger window.
Oh,
okay. And then can you search for the get Rayleigh damping force? I'm gonna try to.
I don't want to edit.
Let's just try to figure out what that error.
Get Ray.
Yeah. Okay. So
spelling Ray. Right.
Yeah. So it's not there.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was like the error that. Okay. So then if you go to zero length.cpp and search for get Rayleigh.
Nope. Oh, there it is. Get Rayleigh damping forces.
Okay, so then okay, so all right, and on the right side, can you go to the element folder above zero length?
This?
Or go into source files. between shell and surface load.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then element.cpp. And then let's go to search for get Rayleigh again.
Right here, get Rayleigh damping forces.
Huh.
Do people typically just compile the element project?
No, but it was just where I want to like kind of try to figure out what that error is.
Right,
with the Rayleigh damping thing.
Perhaps now that I've fixed my location of tickle on my machine, that the whole project will compile just fine.
Yeah, I think other parts of it was. Oh yeah, okay. So let's go back. Yeah, let's try that and just see.
Let's just try doing that because that was the only issue before. So I don't anticipate just trying to compile the elements.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna build this. Warnings.
Yeah.
See some errors still get Rayleigh damping forces.
Yeah.
Which is very strange.
Yeah. I mean, because it's coming up for like every element basically. So it's something. It's probably something minor is my point, but.
I'm trying to understand because, I mean, this is just directly downloaded from the OpenSees GitHub, so.
Yeah. And I don't think it's an issue with like the Linux compiling. Like I compiled it a couple days ago and then I didn't have this error of get Rayleigh damping forces is not a member of these elements. So I suspect it's something in the project settings or here in Visual Studio. Because these are not kept up to date as much as the make files in Linux.
Right.
So I think something's out of whack.
So is this something that perhaps in us debugging this that we could commit to the source code then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I have no idea what it is right now. So that's why I was saying let's compile the element project.
Then I have no idea because I am not familiar with this.
Yeah.
So.
No, but I was looking for. Okay, like A is get Rayleigh damping forces. Is it defined in the elements that it's saying? So it's saying like it's not a member of zero length element.
But it clearly is.
But it wasn't defined in the subclass, but it's defined in the element base class.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be part of the subclass. So yeah, it is defined there, right? For the elements, but it's not, for some reason, it's not recognizing it or something. But once this finishes, we can see if there's any other outstanding errors and then try to figure out the Rayleigh damping thing. I mean, that's definitely not like a new addition or anything. I mean,
no, not
get
at
Rayleigh
all.
damping forces has been there for quite a while. So, okay.
Well, it looks like it's done here.
Okay, so let's click on that first. It says class element has no member get Rayleigh damping forces. I think if you just like double click on that, it should take you to the offending line.
Yeah. Hey, hold up here. I need to.
Okay.
Oh, that's why this was all wonky. this was my Solution Explorer wasn't pinned, so that's much nicer. I was like, this interface is strange.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it looks like.
Okay, so it says this element has get Rayleigh down. So okay, so let's scroll up to the top of this file, and you'll see like pound include element.h. Scroll down a little bit. Yeah. So where it says pound include, right click, and then it should allow you to open it.
View code?
Yeah. Did it not come up?
No. Let me close out of these really quick just to clear things up. Oh, go to document.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's what it is.
Okay, so then is get Rayleigh. Can you just search for that in here?
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's like not declared. What is this?
If not DLL.
So there's a preprocessor flag _ DLL.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
100% familiar with that. What that
yeah.
is. Yeah, that's the only instance. So that might be our answer.
Yeah, that's our. Why is that wrapped in DLL? This is no bueno. I don't like the DLL stuff, to be honest. But
so what are we dealing with here? Because I
yeah.
don't really know. I know DLL is used as it's a binary file that can be used by an executable.
Yeah. But it's so what this is saying is like if DLL is not defined. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is so you have in the project settings, or not you, but in the GitHub project settings.
Sure.
DLL is defined. So then as just a preprocessor like tag, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is saying if that's not defined, then declare get Rayleigh damping forces. And we need get Rayleigh damping forces to be declared. Like we need that line there. So
yeah.
If you, okay, so let's go back, right click on OpenSees project like you did before for the settings.
Sure.
And let's take DLL out of there. I think go down to properties.
Properties.
You see where it says preprocessor, or open up C++.
Sure,
preprocessor. Yeah. Preprocessor definitions. Pull that down. And let's just.
DLL is not there.
Is DLL not there?
No, it's not.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Maybe it's under elements, under the element part.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's check.
Just gonna check it.
Yeah.
Where is it? There we go. Properties, preprocessor, edit. No, there's nothing there.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is weird.
Yeah, it looks like looking at these other errors, at least see a few of them that are directly derived from Rayleigh damping.
Yeah.
And I'm
so
not sure.
Where it says the matrices, can you just double click on that one?
Yeah, it's under get
Oh,
relay
that's,
damping forces.
yeah, but that's, I think that's like a trickle down error from what we're
Yep,
dealing with.
because it's initializing these values in get relay damping
Yeah,
forces.
but it's
so.
saying that this is not a function of.
Yeah, so it looks like all the errors are just from that one line.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean,
So can you
nice.
go? Well, yeah. I mean, so can you? Let's go back to OpenSees properties real quick.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, we can do this the dirty way and just uncomment that definition, but
Is the pound sign, is that commenting it out? I'm not familiar with C++.
yeah. So like the pound if is like a preprocessor. So it's like before it tries to compile, it'll like scan through for these pound ifs.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
take things in or out and then compile, right? So it's
yeah, it's a very strange switch right there. I wonder why that's there.
yeah.
Perhaps you could go back on the GitHub commits and see, I guess, where that originated.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just get rid of it. So if you go to the source code,
Just want me to delete this?
oh, don't delete. Just like comment. Just do / at the start of the line.
Okay, like this.
Other way, or other slashes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I have no
So
experience
this is like in Tickle. The
right,
the
with the
pound sign
sign.
does the rest of the line. In C++, it's / will do
Gotcha.
comment the
Okay.
line. So
So
okay,
I'm
now
gonna
let's compile. Right?
save it. Just sketchy compile. Let's go.
Yeah. But I mean, at least this way we'll know, like, if this is the only error, and then we can fix it with it, or try to figure out in GitHub where things went awry.
I saw a few errors, but nothing.
Yeah, I think that looked like maybe PFEM stuff, which I think I know how to fix that, hopefully.
I mean, I saw. Oh, that's dumb. I can't.
Oh, it'll keep pulling you
Yeah,
down.
it'll keep updating. It'll keep pushing me to the bottom. I was hoping I could scroll up to the top and read something. But it'll tell me when it's done.
Yeah. And I saw like there was one error said like cannot open include file mixed beam column 2d.h. And I know what that is, and this is a pretty common thing, like when new elements are added in new directories, like the project files have to be updated to include the directory to where those H files are.
Gotcha.
Much like we did with the Tickle thing. We're going to have to add another directory.
Gotcha.
I think that element was added a couple months ago. Okay,
looks like they're all warnings. No.
So if you go to the top of that window where it says 5 errors.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you click that, it should filter down to the errors, or maybe unclick the warnings.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There, yeah, okay. Okay, so let's deal with, all right, so this is a pretty common thing. So it says cannot open include file mixed beam column 2D and 3D.h, right? So that's because this element was added recently, but the Windows project wasn't updated. So if you go to element project on the left, and in the solution explorer, yeah. And then properties, and then
all options, additional include directories.
Yeah. So go here, edit, and then at the top, there's like a little new folder icon next to the red X. Yeah. So here, just do dot, 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 dot. So the relative path, and then source element / mixed beam column.
Mixed beam column.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's case insensitive, so it should be good. But yeah, I think it's a lowercase m, but I think Windows doesn't care, right? But
I mean, here I'm just gonna press OK, and then.
Or we can find it in Explorer too if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew where it was, but generally you would go to wherever your OpenSees source is. Or,
yeah, I'm trying to remember where it is. I think it's. Oh, where did it get dropped in? Source. Here it is.
Oh. So if you go, source and then element, AC, mixed beam column. So that's a recent addition, and it's,
Yeah, so I'll just go here, edit.
Okay, so if you do a build, those two errors should go away. So let's just verify that.
Okay, so I'll go to OpenSees and just build.
Yeah. So it's still trying to rebuild the things that didn't work before. And I think that error with mixed beam column caused it to just kick out of the element project.
Yeah, it looks like
so now it's able to go through and it's compiling all the other elements. So
interesting. Yeah, because all the stuff it's doing right now is all about elements.
Yeah. But you see there, it just compiled mixed beam column 3D with that warning. It's at the top. It's about to go away. Yeah. So it got through that piece.
So basically, if there were errors, it only will compile the things that it couldn't compile, essentially.
Yeah. And I think because it does all these projects kind of, when you build the whole OpenSees, it'll do all the projects kind of in parallel.
Yeah.
And then, but if one hits an error, it'll just kick it out and then finish all the rest.
So you said there might be some
uncompiled stuff. Yep.
So you said there's like a makefile for Linux. So is that what's more maintained, I guess?
Yeah, it's a lot easier to maintain it just because it's a plain text file.
Got it.
Yeah. These project files are text files too, but they're just like, I don't compile on Windows very often.
I were to open
Frank
up,
doesn't do it often either, so it just kind of languishes and gets out of sync.
Well, maybe I can keep it updated.
Yeah. We're figuring out what needs to be updated right now. Right?
Yeah. Where would the source SLN file be? Oh, it's under
Win64.
Windows?
Yeah.
So if I just edited this with Notepad ++ here. Oh yeah.
Yes, it's.
Yeah, that doesn't look fun to edit by hand.
Yeah.
I don't think you could.
But when we get it to compile, we'll just like save the workspace and then it'll like dump out a whole new SLN file.
Because I'm guessing that this is all encoded some sort of way.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I think I know what that DLL thing might be. Actually.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, I'll get out of that.
Now that we're looking at it.
This is taking a long time to compile the elements.
Yeah, well, that's where all the code is, pretty much, materials and elements.
Yeah. I would imagine
So,
elements are a lot more difficult to program.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like it just finished.
Okay, but still a couple errors.
Background mesh.
So
What is
if you
that?
go to so if you go up to the top under the debug menu, you see where it
Yeah.
says but not in the menu, but like geographically under it, where it says debug.d.
Yeah.
Switch that to debug, because it was debug.dll.
And then
That might
uncomment
be what's
this.
defining. Yeah. So let's put that back
Okay.
to the way it was, and then
Save that.
let's try to build.
Should we try to fix the background mesh and CS thing as well?
Yeah, but let's see if this was the DLL issue.
Okay, let's try it. So far so
Seems like
good.
it. Oh, but okay, it's recompiling everything because we changed from debug DLL to debug.
So it's doing a full rebuild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that seemed to fix it.
That's
so
okay.
So what is the difference between debug and debug.dll?
I'm not sure actually.
Okay.
But I bet if we go back to the GitHub history on
Yeah.
OpenSees.sln, somebody or whoever was the last person to commit OpenSees.sln, they had it as debug DLL as their target machine instead of debug. Or so okay, so I know, or I think we know what the issue is there. Okay,
That's good.
okay, but yeah, it had to be like a global setting, because it's impossible for all those elements to have that issue, right? Okay, so then, all right, that's good. And then like that issue with the mixed beam column, that happens pretty frequently, where there's new elements added. You got to
Yeah.
include
Add that in there.
directory. Yeah. And then the PFEM thing, that might be a preprocessor definition required, or it's code that should be wrapped in an if-def statement. Like there's an underscore PFEM preprocessor function, and it may not have been wrapped in that. So let's see.
Should be down in just a second here. So
That's probably in, but I think you can go ahead and go into element solution, or pull it down.
properties.
Rotate, or no, sorry. I just want to look in the source files. So the little turn the triangle thing, and then PFEM down there.
PFEM. There we go.
Yeah. Let's see what's in there. So go to I forget which file, but let's just look at like PFEM element 2d.cpp. Yeah. And then search for underscore PFEM. All capital.
All I get.
Oh, that's the only one. Oh wait.
That's it. You got OPS, PFEM, element 2D, and element tag, PFEM, element 2D.
Is that it?
That's
Okay.
it, yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll have to see which, I forget which file it was that caused the problems compiling, but I was just trying to see if there was code in here that's wrapped in the if-def statement. Okay, so yeah, one if console.lib. Yeah, this one's not uncommon either. I forget where to look for this. So like this is what my lib folder looks like. So it has a few different lib files. All right.
I wonder why mine isn't showing up. I mean,
Yeah, I think
is it not on the
it's not
GitHub?
in the repo. Yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah, I got these files. So
just yeah, copy them into that Win64 lib directory.
I wonder if I can I download the whole full C's under Win64. You said?
Lib? Yeah.
Should be all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it should work.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Fingers crossed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Build.
All right, that's good.
Libdecimal.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't think that was in.
That wasn't in there, yeah.
There we go. Libdecimal.
All right.
That should be good. Once again, fingers crossed. Oh boy, even more issues.
Yeah, now there's linker errors.
Fix one bug, get 10 more, right?
Yeah, yeah. Usually how it works. But these are all linker errors, so it's I'm gonna have to figure this out. I think
yeah.
Compile. I know that PSU mat thing is something we can take care of, but the other ones, I'm not sure. But yeah.
Yeah. And as far as me, it's
you got it to so you downloaded those library files like libdecimal, ifconsole from the Dropbox link, which we can share with everyone. But you got it to compile, but then maybe you ran into some extra problems.
And then I was running into some issues with my the version of Tickle that I had and the initialization file I had based off of just downloading OpenSees,
so that was
init.tickle package from the OpenSees website. So I was trying to have it better integrate with my Tickle installation on my computer. One of those things was I wanted to change the include directory for Tickle from the program files /Tickle to the active Tickle folder. That's the default installation for the active state distribution. So,
so you just went into each
project
setting like we went over previously and just changed them all. It took you like what, a few minutes? Or
yeah, it only took me a few minutes. I mean, I kind of sped it up with I have some extra mouse buttons and I programmed the keystrokes in, but but now I'm running into another error, obviously.
Okay, so let's see what you got.
Yeah, I'll share my screen here.
All right.
So I'm running into this error right here. So as you can see, here I'm in the property manager. So I went in with all of these and I changed it to C active tickle / include.
Okay. So I bet it's in the, if you go into the OpenSees project,
Yeah.
properties, yeah, and then it's, if you go to linker down below C, C++, the next main, yeah,
Oh,
and input, and there's additional, let's see.
there's tickle 8.6.
So that's the one it's trying to find, right?
Yeah, but where?
So then I think there's a directory. So if you go back,
General additional library directories.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, so do I have to go through here and?
But it's just for this one project, because the OpenSees main project is the one that does all the linking to like make the executable.
Oh, okay.
So you'll just need to change it in this one place.
Yeah. Oh, C tickle / lib. And I guess I'd also want to, this is just for the future.
Oh yeah.
Guess I'll also change this.
Yeah.
And this. Okay. And this one too. It should be all of them.
Yeah.
So if I went into like this right here,
Yeah.
you're saying that there's no linker.
There's no linker. Yeah, because those are just compiling, like all those other projects are just compiling like static libraries.
Gotcha.
And then OpenSees project puts them all together into OpenSees.exe.
So if I build right here, it should find that library file.
Yeah.
Well, it's promising.
It's thinking about it. All right, there we go.
There we go. I built it. Hey, look at that.
Cool. All right.
So
then that'll be in
Win64.
Yep.
/bin
right
here. So if I double click this,
yep.
it's there. Model basic NDM to node 100. It seems to be working fine. And I was curious.
Yeah.
The node DOFs. Well, it's not going to say anything because there's no solution. But the function's there.
It needs to go through the analysis. Yeah.
Right.
To set the DOF. So yeah.
But
that was a recent addition from the version of OpenSees, or compared to the version of OpenSees that's available for download.
Yes.
Node DOFs is a new function from GitHub that was added in September, October, or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been compiled into your executable here. So
now I have it.
Yeah, now you have it. Cool. Okay.
Sweet.
Very good.